up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I honestly just felt like picking up my camera today for no reason and vlogging. So welcome to the vlog. If you're new here, do not forget to like, subscribe so you don't miss a video. But anyway, everyone, welcome. And I also thought that I would just kind of talk about motivation, because I feel like I get that question a lot just in like day-to-day life, not just like fitness, workouts, that kind of thing, but motivation. So I thought like I would just go along and bring up tips as we go. But one of my biggest tips is, this has to do with fitness kind of, but I work out in the morning, so I already worked out, I showered, well, like body showered, and then just kind of like did my hair a little bit. But I have like a little routine in the morning, my morning routine. You've probably seen it before, but also I always have a Clio on the way to the gym, and that just gets me excited to go to the gym. I have my little pre-workout snack, pre-workout drink. I always use Bomar Nutrition. This is the lychee flavor, but my favorite one is the dragon fruit. I just cannot reach it right now. And then I have creatine. It's just like my little on the way to the gym drink. It gets me a little hyped up in the morning. I don't drink coffee or anything like that, so it's kind of like the only caffeine that I get in the day. But yeah, the Clio is what makes me the most excited, and I get super excited to have it every morning, and then I know I'm having it on the way to the gym, so I get pumped up. Also, I usually like to listen to music on the way to the gym, and then on the way back I'll listen to a podcast, so something kind of motivating, positive, just a good way to start my day, and not looking at my phone too much. I try not to really look at it until like after I eat breakfast and get my day started. Even sometimes like after that, if I want to say something I will, but I'll never like, you know, go start scrolling or anything, especially in the morning, because that's like my time, and also like my time to figure out what I want to do for the day, my workouts. Like I don't want all this stuff on my mind while I'm in the gym. So that's also a big reason I like to work out in the morning. Also, I feel like I have the most energy. So yeah, that's tip number one. I don't know how many tips there's going to be. And also, I don't know if I'm just gonna do like a day in the life or do like a couple days, because my mom and my grandma are coming tomorrow actually, and they're staying till like Saturday and then going to Orlando. So I might show you how I'm going to clean up, because it's not like super dirty, but you know, when you have family coming, you always want it to look nice. So I probably will do some of that. I have some packages coming, so I thought that might be fun to share, because it's a lot of like random packages. So yeah, this might just be a few days, because I also wanted to maybe do like a weekend one when they come, in case we do something fun. But yeah, now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna make breakfast. I'll show you that, and let's just get the day started. Okay, so this is my breakfast. I have like literally no banana, but I didn't have any left, so having more clementine, egg whites, turkey bacon, blueberry bagel, my favorite, with just a little bit of cinnamon and spray butter. So I'm gonna go eat this, and I'll check in with you guys in a little. Okay, so I had breakfast and stuff, and next thing I do is look at my planner. And so that's another tip, is having a planner. And usually what I like to do is write this all like the night before, or most of it at least, but I've been using the Alignment Athletics planner, so shout out to them. But they have a lot of like time blocking things, which for me personally, like I've never had before. and I'm not so sure if I like it or not, just because I don't have a lot of time-bound things in my day. But today's a good example because I have check-ins, and so there's a specific time that clients have to get their check-ins by, and I like to respond like accordingly. So I like to kind of be done by like 1 o'clock my time, but you know, that's kind of like a time-bound thing that I'll put in. And then what's kind of cool too is like I never had this, which like I don't know if I necessarily need or not, but there's like a nutrition, exercise, cardio, water, that kind of thing. And you know, if that's hard for you to get in, I think it's really important to write it down or have it somewhere that's like, I want to get in a gallon of water, I want to get in 2 gallons, I want to get 10K steps. You know, if you just kind of like have it in your mind, you might not do it, but if you write it down, you're more likely to do it. And same with like macros, stuff like that. But for me personally, I feel like I've been doing it for a long time, not writing it down, that I just like have it down, you know? So to me, it's a little tedious, and I do it, but I don't necessarily think I need to, if that makes sense. And also tonight we have a team Zoom call. So my family's coming in town tomorrow, and usually we have it on Thursday nights, but we're just switching it to Wednesday night. And then I also have like my morning routine that I do in here that I don't necessarily think I need in here. You can do it anywhere, but I write my intentions for the day, affirmations, gratitude, future pacing. So kind of like some long-term goals. And then the to-dos. So the to-dos is at the bottom, which I kind of wish had a little bit more space, because I feel like I have a lot of to-dos in the day, but you know, maybe I'm not like time bounding them. But as far as to-do lists, I think it's so important to have them, but at the same time, I think that there's a way to go about it that's most beneficial, or at least like I think it's most beneficial, and I've kind of seen it beneficial. I think that writing out your priorities and writing out like in order of what priority they are. So it's like, this needs to get done today, this is due today, or you know, the gym, like if that's a huge priority, like write it down. Like getting in your nutrition, you know, there's lots of priorities out there, but obviously it's how you see it as a priority, and like this is needs to get done today. And I say to number them or like rank them with like highest priority, because you know, if there's something like, for me personally, maybe it was like filming for YouTube, like I could put that toward the bottom, like yes, I want to do that today, it's a priority for me, but at the same time, you know, if I don't get it to today, I can like move it a little bit, because it's not like I have like a deadline on it. But you know, obviously if you're writing it down and it's a priority and it's on your to-do list, like you want to get it done, so there's like an importance there, but also, you know, you're making sure to get done the things like you really need to get done, so you're not like stressing yourself out that like you didn't do your project yet and it's like 11 o'clock at night because you didn't make it a priority, if that makes sense. Also, I usually like to do like the unwanted tasks first, or like the undesirable tasks first, because you know, you want to, like, at least me personally, I want to do things that I want to do. I want to be, that's my chicken. I like want to do things that I want to do in the day, and I want to like really enjoy them. So usually for me, at least, I like to get things done that I don't really want to do. Like I'm that kind of person who, if you have a plate full of food, like I'll probably go for some of the veggies first if I'm not like super excited to eat them, just because like, yes, I'm getting them in, they're filling me up, and then I can move on to the other things that I really want, you know? So that's kind of like how I look at my to-do list, is like doing the things I might not want to as much, but know I need to get done, so that I'm done with it and then can enjoy really like the other things that I'm doing, instead of like getting lost in something and enjoying it and everything, losing track of time, and then not doing those things I don't want to do, and then at the time I don't want to do them, you know? So yes, planning ahead is super important, and also just like knowing your priorities. Okay guys, ready for another tip. So I just had lunch, finished client work, finished client check-in, stuff like that. And now I'm going to go on a walk. And a little tip is to put in little rewards like throughout the day. So like I really like going on walks, but I want to get my work done and everything before I go on a walk. Also, I try and do it like before lunch, and then I'll have lunch. So that's like a little reward. Obviously I'm going to eat anyway. But just putting in things in the day that I like to do and using it as kind of like a little reward. So it's like motivation, like, oh, when I get to this, I can go, you know, on a walk or whatever. But also I am going to go to the pool later and do my reading, because usually I do that earlier, but I thought if I get my stuff done and it's nice out, I'll go read there. So that's a little reward that I put in. And they're just like little things, but it's things that I like to do that like keeps me going. So I'm not like hitting the middle of the day and I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself, and just kind of like wasting time when I could get stuff done, be productive, and then do things that I enjoy. So I'm gonna go on a walk, probably call my mom, talk to her for a little bit. That's what I like to do sometimes on a walk, or I'll just be with my thoughts, or I'll listen to a podcast. Kind of just depends. Feel like calling her today because she's coming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I am heading to the pool. I just put like a different tank top thing underneath because I'm kind of chilly in here, but I know that when I get there I'll probably get hot, and I don't want like weird tan lines. This does kind of come high up, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be there that long, but yeah, going to read a little bit. And it's kind of a reward for me, especially being able to go to the pool now. It's definitely a reward. I'm so excited. I can't believe that in February, almost March, that I am going to sit by the pool. I could definitely get in, like it's that hot, but I just don't feel like it. And sometimes I just like don't like it alone. I don't know. And like if my stuff is out, whatever. You know, if you get it, you get it. But yeah, I'm going to go read now, and then probably stay there till Dan's done, or just like come back before. I do still need to clean up a little bit, and I did talk to my mom for a little, so they're coming here like first thing, so I need to clean up. But anyways, I will see you soon. Okay, I'm back, and I definitely need to clean up a little bit just to make things look more put together before my family comes. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, Dan should be home pretty soon. So my face looks very red in that lighting, but I promise it's not that bad. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm being very dramatic, but put some clothes in the laundry, cleaned up each room. It's definitely not perfect, but you know, it'll do. Feels good to have it somewhat put together. Honestly, in a day, it might be trashed again, but whatever. I'll figure it out. And they're not staying here, so you know, they'll probably just do a little walk around, probably hang out for a little bit, but that's it. So I know I'm giving lots of tips on motivation, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about when you struggle and like kind of how to get out of that instead of just all the setups. To be honest, I like am very routine based, so my motivation kind of just comes from that. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, so I'm just like excited to do it because it's like planned and I'm doing it. I never really have to kick myself into wanting to work out. It just kind of like is more natural now, I guess. But there is something recently that has just been a struggle when it comes to, I guess, like motivation just around a lot of things. And I feel like that's just, you know, my body changing, growing right now, putting on muscle, putting on weight, putting on fat. And I think it's not like unmotivating, because it obviously is very motivating to go in and gain strength and just get stronger and be hitting PRs. So that's very like exciting, and way more exciting, I think, than seeing your body change like for prep or just like cutting and seeing muscle. I think that's exciting, but it's to an extent because you're so tired and just like deprived that it's way more exciting to be fueled and, you know, be strong. But I think that like it can feel like uninspiring sometimes to not have maybe like the best look to put out there, or like, you know, maybe people won't think or trust things that I say just because maybe I like don't look the part anymore. And like that doesn't really like hurt my motivation, but it definitely like just puts like a negative feeling over like things that I'm putting out there sometimes. And I think that that's just been like a struggle recently, and I think mostly like since the end of prep, which like by this weekend I'm 5 months post show, so that's a lot. And you know, I've definitely gotten better at it, and I think there's like spurs of, you know, harder times, easier times, but I think that the main thing that just like gets me through it is that end goal, but also like what I'm doing, and it's what I really want. And like, who cares what other people think? Who cares if like they don't think I'm fit anymore, or, you know, don't even want to watch my stuff because I'm not lean anymore, which is totally fine, because like obviously that's not the people I want here. But I think like for you guys, or for anybody watching that is just kind of feeling uninspired, or maybe like judged at different times, or like scared of being judged, I think that the most important thing is just to realize like what you really want, and just to stick with it. Because if you give up on things because maybe somebody's judging you, maybe you think they're judging you, or even just like anybody else's thoughts, ideas, whatever, if you stop doing something for you because of somebody else, like what kind of life is that? Like that's not what it's about. You're not going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to get what you want if you don't stick to what you want and stop letting other people, their opinions, their advice, whatever, like influence that, if that makes sense. You know, obviously there's people out there that are going to encourage and support and everything like that, but I'm talking about, you know, maybe when you don't feel that way, or you feel like people aren't really like in your corner anymore. I just kind of wanted to mention that because I feel like, you know, you might be feeling it in a different way, but we all get that way sometimes, and we all can feel that way. So it's just important to really know yourself, really be in tune with yourself, and figure out what you really want, and just run with it. Like, do not stop, do not look back, do not give up on it. Just keep going, because if you keep going at something, you will get there. You will reach it. You will reach whatever goals you have if you don't give up on them. If you give up on them, who knows? You know, you're not gonna get there. But just wanted to mention that. Also, my camera's flashing at me, so it's dying, and I need to charge it before I it dies and then I can't share my last few tips. But I just wanted to mention that, so hopefully, you know, someone can resonate with it. Okay, so now I'm making dinner and I have another tip. So if you have been following for a while, you know that I eat like a lot of the same things. I'm like a creature of habit, so like when I find something that I like, I'll stick to it and just keep eating it kind of until like I'm bored of it. But my tip is to figure out foods that you like to eat, that you enjoy eating, make meals that you really like, and stick with it, because it's very easy and it's like exciting and it keeps you on point, but also like you get to enjoy your meals and you get excited for your meals, if that makes sense. Because I definitely get super excited, especially for this one, which I'll show you and you've probably seen. But yeah, I think it's really motivating too, that when you're like on point, but also you're able to enjoy it. So that is my tip. I'm very hungry and I'm waiting for my sweet potatoes in the air fryer, and I also need to eat before my team Zoom. So I will show you when it's done, but also little side note that you do not need to eat certain foods that are healthy just because like people say that they're good for you. If you don't like broccoli, don't eat broccoli. If you like pasta, eat pasta. Just have it in amounts that, you know, are helpful for you to reach your goals. Okay, so it cut me off because the card was full, but pretty much what I'm saying is I eat things that I like. I will not force myself to eat certain vegetables just because people say that they're healthy or that I see other people eating them. I ate way too much broccoli at one point that I like don't like eating it. Now I stick to vegetables that I really do like, and also during prep I ate a lot of zucchini, and right now I just don't really want zucchini. But I love rice, so most of my meals, the carb source is rice or some type of rice base, like rice cakes. Make it simple, figure out what you like, figure out the whole foods that you like, and then create meals around it, and then spice it up with different sauces, seasonings, stuff like that. But super simple, and it'll help you stick to it, especially if you pick things that you enjoy eating. I'm so hungry. Okay, so I'm about to get ready for bed, but my last tip is to set your stuff out the night before. So when you wake up, you just get your clothes on, you're ready to go. So I just picked out a little cute outfit. So I just have this bra from Riderwear and then these shorts from Riderwear. The lighting's kind of really bad in here, but I now just have an outfit, so when I wake up in the morning I can just, there's my toilet paper, so I can just get ready for the gym and don't even have to think about it. So that really helps, and just like having it set out, because then you just get to put a cute outfit on when you wake up. So yeah, that's my last tip I'm going to leave you with for motivation, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss another one, and please like this if you found this helpful. But I will see you guys in the next one.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.